volleyball today, and I picked the sport because I played all through high school, plus it's not really as popular as like football or basketball, so a lot of people don't really know that much about it. And so I'm just going to talk a little bit about like the history and some of the rules and positions. It was first created in 1895 by William G. Morgan, and he basically wanted to combine basketball, baseball, tennis, and handball all into one sport, according to USAvolleyball.org. And the game was originally called Mintonette, but people thought that was kind of like not a great idea since they thought since like there's volley involved, it would be a more appropriate name to be called volleyball. So the first official game took place in Massachusetts at Springfield College in 1896, and slowly after that, like it became more popular throughout the world. And according to easyarticles.com, there are like 800 million players today, and 46 million are in the United States alone. All the rules have kind of changed as like the years have gone on. The main idea has always been the same. To like, in order to win the game, you just have to reach like the designated point. So at my high school, we played like to the best of 3 games, but other colleges, even some other high schools, play best of 5 games. But usually the game is always to reach 25 points. And unfortunately, like, because volleyball has like a lot of rules involved, people kind of like found it hard to follow, according to volleyball.org. And the most important rules that you kind of need to remember are that like you can only touch the ball 3 times before you pass it over to the other side, as well as like you can't touch the net like when you're playing, which some people forget, and that's usually like a common mistake. And then you can't like cross over the line underneath the net. So and then according to womensportsinformation.com, you can only score like a point if the other team makes a mistake or if they're unable to like play the ball again. And this kind of just shows the positions. And for competitive indoor volleyball, there are 6 positions, like 6 players on the court at a time, which are kind of like illustrated up there. The players rotate clockwise after each regain of the possession of the ball after the other team loses it. There are 6 positions, and that includes a setter, an outside hitter, 2 outside hitters, 2 middle hitters, and an opposite. And pretty much they're all like, the names are pretty self-explanatory. Setters set the ball for the hitters, who are the attackers and want to try and make the point for the team. And on collegesportsscholarships.com, it explains that the setter can pretty much set anyone they want on the court, but typically they'll set to like the front row players because they're known as the attackers. And the back row players are normally the ones who are the passers during like that certain rotation, but it'll change like every rotation. And then there's also a position known as the libero, which is kind of like a defensive specialist that a lot of college teams and a lot of high school teams have now. And they can substitute really any back row player, and they can like substitute as many times as they want. They don't need to like call a substitution. They just have to wear like a different colored jersey in order for the referees to like distinguish them for the rest of the team, which is described on volleyball.about.com. And then I just have a clip of the example.
All-American this season, and ESPN, the magazine, academic All-American as well. Chance now, Barbosa, the pass to Brickfield. They'll look to Kleinman again. Dug up by Hodge. Glass will give it back to Hodge, running the play out of the back.
So that's kind of just like what a typical rally would look like, and that was Penn State versus Stanford. So hopefully you guys are better informed about volleyball now.